Thank you for that, Funky UK. Tommy Shazad, thank you. Sorry about that, my bad. Okay. It's such a basic error. Yeah, so I was just saying, I'm just really glad to be. I was saying some amazing stuff that you couldn't hear earlier, by the way. Just don't worry about it. I can't repeat it now. But it was amazing. It was the best. All right. So basically, I'm just pleased to be back at the car boots. It was just so nice. It cheers me up. It's just fun to go out to them. It was an incredibly busy day. I woke up and I got there far too early though. I got there just after 6, about 6:15, and only to realise that they were only letting buyers in and sellers. So only they're only letting sellers in, and buyers won't be allowed to come in until 8 o'clock. So obviously I was a bit kind of like, oh my god. So I knew Beck was going out anyway, so there was no point in me driving back home. It took about half hour to get there, so I just decided to go for a little nap in the car. And then I woke up. Beck actually called me just to say I should, that she'd woken up and she was walking out. And I woke up and I realised people had started queuing for the car boot already, and this is around 6:45 maybe. So there was like an hour plus, hour 15-minute long queue to get into the car boot. So I joined the queue quite early. And yeah, so we were just queuing for ages and ages and ages. I saw Jason Entwistle and Jack as well, who's sometimes in the chat today, which was good. And yeah, so it was just a massively long queue, and I felt, wow, is this going to be worth it? And to be honest with you, probably overall it was a good car boot. I wouldn't say it was like crazy. I don't think it's like the best or anything. I'm sure there were, I've had way better car boots. I found better things, but it's still not completely. It's not completely. It's not a complete write-off. And I feel that it was probably worth it in the end. I think anyway. I'll show you a couple of things I picked up. But I was walking around. I went around, did quite a few laps. I think I was definitely a bit rusty though. I do think I was a bit rusty. I don't think I was on my normal car boot form, as it were, because I just feel that I must have missed out on a few things, and I think I was a little bit slow as well. So yeah, I'll talk you guys through what the car boot was like. I didn't try. I took a action cam with me, guys, and I just couldn't film. I just couldn't do it. I just don't have the guts. I even had like a rucksack, and I had the action cam with a little grip, and I thought, I can film some footage while I'm here. I just couldn't do it. I just couldn't actually do it, and I felt kind of a bit disappointed in myself there. I'll say a few hellos before I get going, but I'm going to kind of zip through it. We have got Vinyl Price Shazad, Tommy. Hi, thank you for popping in, guys. Funky UK, Damien, DB Resells, Wealth Rwanda, Nia, Simply Steve, Glenn Perry, Janet Plant. Jason says hi. Yeah, it was good to see Jason today as well. Nick K, Kirsten, hi Kirsten, Winston Goldstein, Tracy Uniquely Me, Becca's done put chewing gum in the no, she hasn't. Carla, how are you, Carla? Thank you for popping in. JL Greenwood, thought I was cool enough to carry off a yo. I think you managed to carry that off. It had enough sincerity behind it, I feel. So I think you did it. The Robber Fett, Happy Chap, Antoinette Daly, thank you for popping in, guys. Simply Reselling Lucy, appreciate it. Trotters, into eBay Traders 2020, Jimmy, Mary Peltier, thank you for popping in, guys. I do appreciate it. JL Greenwood says decided not to go Norcross today, going to East Lancashire tomorrow. I don't know what that one is, but that would be cool. That sounds cool. I was probably going to go to Norcross again tomorrow, but I went today. I'm kind of glad that I went. It was just, yeah, it was. I'm just glad. I think I'm a bit out of practice though. A little bit out of practice. I feel like I'm taking longer than I would have. I suppose it's like with anything. If you haven't done something for a while, maybe you feel, or maybe I'm not out of practice. It just feels like it. But it was the usual mix of a lot of traders, but there were some families as well. It was a bit. Let's start from the beginning. So there was a massive queue. Decided not to go Norcross, going to East Lanc, says Reselling White Boy. Okay. Okay. Oh, in your different account. Okay. East Lancs. Where is that, John Luke? John Luke, tell me. But yeah, let me just explain how it happened. So there was a massive queue, and the car boot was busy. It was a lot of traders, a lot of families as well. But it was so busy that it spilt onto a separate field. Now, all of us that had gotten there super early were being herded, literally. No, okay, not literally. We were being guided very forcefully, I suppose, or we were being guided very clearly, I suppose. Clearly is the best way to put it. Clearly through this queuing system. So us and myself and all the guys that turned up early were there, and whilst these people were setting up in this separate section of the car boot that like overspill, and what that meant was people that were arriving later were actually able to go and visit those stalls whilst we were penned in a queue. We couldn't leave our queue to get into the main car boot, but it meant we lost out on 2 or 3 rows of car boots, which is really painful, especially when you've been there for like an hour queuing and you can just see people across arriving and going into stalls and literally getting first dibs. So that was a little bit frustrating, but I just thought, okay, what can you do? So I just kind of, I don't know what I can do about that really, but I think it's a little bit unfair, but there's not a lot the organisers could do because literally those people were in overspill territory. In terms of social distancing, etc., I'll get this out of the way. I wore my mask for the whole time pretty much, but don't go to a car boot and expect actual social distancing. If you do, you're just going to be disappointed. You just have to make a decision that actually, if I'm going to go to a car boot, if I'm going to go to a field packed with cars and people, I'm going to be close to both of those objects on a regular basis. Both of those things, just you're either comfortable with it or not. Would I say I'm fully comfortable with it? Probably not, but the mask makes me feel a bit better. And that's it really. I wouldn't say otherwise. I wouldn't say that I was staying away from people. I can't say I was being super careful myself. And I don't think anyone else there was being super careful. And I'd go so far as to say, if there were people there that thought they were being careful, I think they're fooling themselves. I don't think they were being careful. Everyone was close, even in the queue. The queue wasn't even socially distanced properly. It was just there's so many people. There's only so much space. So I would just say that. So yeah. Q got into the car boot after watching people ransack and get first dibs at the overspill, and we started at the bottom of the field, and I thought my day was going to get off to a splendid start because I saw a pair of New Rock boots. New Rock boots, anytime I see New Rock boots, it's exciting because there's good money. The last time I picked up New Rock boots, however, was probably 4 years ago now. I used to pick them up quite regularly when I used to visit the car boots in the southeast. I think like Pease Pottage and Rusborough, I used to pick them up quite regularly. And the thing is, I used to pick them up quite cheap. I think the most I ever paid for a pair of New Rocks down south was £20. For those of you that don't know, New Rock boots tend to be made in Spain of really good quality leather, and they're kind of like goth style boots, like with thick platforms, and they've got different embellishments, and they look kind of like beastly. Like if you're not sure what I mean, think the footwear that the guys from Gears of War would wear, like in on the Xbox or something. Do you know what I mean? Like, think about those kind of boots. So you see these boots and instantly it will attract you because they do stand out. So I went and asked obviously how much they were. £70. So I was like, right, okay, that's pretty much not far off what you'd be left with after fees if you sold a pair on eBay for like the £90 or £100 range. So £70, even if he was to come down to 50 or 40, because they weren't, if they were in excellent condition and you could push the price to the £120, £130 mark, maybe so, but when they were so worn, it wasn't going to be worth it. So that was the first thing that I saw. But I'll get on to my pickups, at what I actually did pick up in a moment as well. Jack Zahir wanted to go live so bad he left you broke down at the car boot. Oh, and Jack actually let me into the car boot. I didn't realise they were going to charge 50p to come into the car boot as well. Oh gosh, I didn't. Yeah, that's actually a good point. Thanks. Hey Jack, Jack's in the chat. Yeah, I want to just say this is crazy. Yeah, I like went all the way down to so I queued for all this time, only to hear someone say, "Oh, now they're charging 50p to get in." So there's me thinking, "Oh, damn!" Luckily Jack was walking past and said hello, and I was like, "Do you have 50p?" And he very graciously lent me 50 pence so I could get in, because right behind me was a young guy, poor guy, and he didn't have any change either. He didn't realise that there was an entrance fee either, because normally this car boot doesn't have an entrance fee, and he had to wait at the entrance whilst they had enough change to give him change. So I felt very lucky that Jack walked past and helped me out. So I just wanted to say, so we've got Reselling White Boy in the chat. Thank you for popping in, John Luke. Money Mental Andrew says, afternoon folks, Chris Ingram here. Oh, I get that. Is that something to do with the quiz that Jack told me that you cheated on or something? Hey Ryan, how many people did you touch? Fess up, big boy. I didn't touch any people, Ryan, but you just can't be socially distanced. John Clissold says, I was queuing to get into the charity shop this morning and let a good gap in front of me, but the bloke behind was so close that we almost got married, says John. Hey, Anomalous Data Point. How are you? Tea Cakes, Laney, Big Girls Really Do Cry. Thank you for popping in. Fat Girl Sewing. Thank you for popping in. Really do appreciate it. Bought some vintage Ray-Bans for £5. Only one listed, have no lens and are 165. Okay, I've not picked up anything that good, Tea Cakes, but good pickup. Crispy has popped in as well. Night's Life, how are you? Thank you for popping in. Question, does Beck like the cap? No, she doesn't like the cap. Only reason I'm wearing my YMCMB cap is because my hair is, look, it's I've just woken up from a long afternoon nap, and I thought I'd just go live, and I was like, I didn't even do my hair, so I was like, just put a cap on, The cap will have to stay. Right. So the first stall I went to had a couple of electronics. Hey John at YLM says East Lancs is Lee near Wigansea. Oh, okay, so it's a bit further away. He beat me for the money. He makes it sound like he asked. Jack's like 6'2". I wasn't beating him for anything. All right. So the first stall I went to, I was pretty pleased. There was a lady that you could clearly tell was just there to clear some stuff. She was a private seller, and she only wanted £1 for each of these. So £1 for this Aiwa Walkman. This isn't mega valuable. £1 you're looking at selling that for like 10 plus shipping. So good percentage profit, but it's not going to make you a lot of money. But £1 to £10, after fees, you're going to be left with like 7. So it's a small thing. Your hair is better than the hat. Facts. Really? Okay, there you go, Ryan. I listened to Ryan. I would have given up Z 49p, then walked away laughing. You would have given me 49p, then walked away laughing. Well, very funny, Haggis lover. Thankfully, Jack is not as mean as you are. Hi there, chop, busy. So yeah, that was only £1, but then again, it only sells for about 10. An Aiwa TA123. Aiwa, by the way, is a brand that is always worth picking up. Some of their Walkmans back in the day still do fetch good money, but they're not like, it's not like an amazing brand. So you can see here, people are £10 plus shipping is about as good as you're going to get. Someone there for parts is asking £1.60. Someone there is trying to get £20 in France. If you go to sold listings, though, you can see auction. Don't sell it at auction, but that's in pretty bad condition. £5 at auction, £10. Yeah, £10. I'm looking at 10 to 15 tops really. for that, in my opinion. So, but from £1, I don't mind. I really don't mind. This, however, is a decent pickup. Again, this was only £1. Now, what's interesting about this is a Sanyo CD player. Normally, this CD player is not worth an awful lot of money, but when you've got the box and the box is in good condition, I do feel that you can ask for a bit more money. I can actually just show you guys. Let me just show you guys what this is. So it's a very basic CD player. I've actually got one of these which was faulty before, but this was great. It's in very good condition. It's a basic CD player, but it came with its user manual. It comes with the 3.5mm jack to phono cable, power supply. The only thing it's missing are the earphones, but as you can see, the box is in excellent condition from Argos. And these kind of things are now becoming harder and harder to find, more and more difficult. So even a low-end brand like Sanyo were never considered that great with CD players, but even a low-end brand like this can fetch decent money. I can give you an example. Someone did actually manage to fetch £50 for a similar model. That is the CDP 455, but the only reason that's the 455 is because it comes with like a little cigarette lighter attachment thing, and I believe this model actually had a little bit of anti-shock in it. But I think if someone there got a boxed one there for sold it for like $30 plus $30 shipping. What's up, hon? What? What I'm doing? I'm just live streaming.
Oh.
Yeah. Do you want to say hi?
Yeah.
No. Beck's just on the side. She's been painting, and while I was napping. You're right. I'll be done soon. Don't worry. You want to go and get wine, don't you?
Yeah, you're holding me up.
Okay, I'm holding her up. All right, okay. So yeah, that I reckon I should get around. I don't know. I think I'll get at least 30. Again, I paid £1 for it, but considering the condition of it, I think that'll do well because it's a very nice, cool retro thing. When did this actually come out? What year? Does it have a year anywhere on it? Probably not. I don't know, but it's got to be 20 years plus. Get her on cam. Tell her the Welsh wants to see her. Can I have that actually? Because that's a pickup. Yeah, that's a pickup I got. Yeah, that's a pickup. So that was really cool. So that was only £1. You know, coming on cam to say hi then.
I'm a bit of a mess.
Yes, all right. People won't mind. Okay. Beck got me this water bottle as well to make sure. Say hi.
Hello. Can I sit down?
Yeah, why not? Yeah.
I don't know what I'm doing here.
Yeah, just sit down.
I'm forcing you.
You're just gonna force. That's all it is. It's a bit of pressure, isn't it? So
yeah.
you can.
Yeah, I'm just gonna sit here and watch.
Just pressure me, so like, yeah.
Sit here and watch you at work.
Okay. So that I thought.
Hi.
Hi. So you've been
doing?
I'm good. I'm just doing a what pickup video.
Yeah.
So.
I've got paint on my hands.
Okay.
But, yeah.
All right, now shush.
It's alright, messy.
Okay.
Hi everyone.
Lucy says, paid £1, you'll be fine, Z. Easy problem. Yeah, I think, but with packaging and stuff, I really do feel it'll do well because it's boxed, etc. So that was really good.
What was that?
The Sanyo CD player. It's all boxed and everything. So, and I've got that Walkman for £1. So those are £1 each. Mm-hmm. The next stall I went to was a little bit frustrating because it was actually quite early on. Can you not do that? Right?
I'm just watching.
I know, but you're doing it on purpose. All right, so the next stall was a little bit irritating, because it was early on in the car boot, so I was still cautious, aware that there would have been a lot of stalls to get around, and you always want to get around as quickly as possible, but it just wasn't happening. So
yeah. I didn't go to this boot sale.
No, Jack knows where you went.
I know.
Jack, congrats on the driving step back.
Thank you, Jack.
Yeah. So, okay. So, I saw this boxed Canon. She's had super chatted.
Free Beck.
Oh,
Free Beck.
thank you, Shazad.
Do you need freeing?
I'm pretty free.
She's free.
I'm free to go wherever I want now.
So Z was napping while Beck was painting. That sounds bad.
I did have a nap for myself.
She napped.
So
she naps as well.
I didn't nap as long as you
She
did.
just didn't nap as long as I did. You got to remember, it takes longer, you know,
There's more of you.
more of me to nap.
You're a bit of a beast, aren't
A
you?
little bit of a beast.
Yeah, so he needs his
I need
naps.
to recharge, you know.
Yeah.
So it was okay.
But to
Wasn't it?
be-
It's not like you're like, oh, what are you doing? You know.
No, to be fair,
And
you
she
did
wanted to paint.
actually get out of bed before I did this morning.
Exactly. I got out of
so-
bed at 5 this morning.
Yeah.
Exactly. So, get a paintbrush and finish his white in his hair. So this was a bit frustrating because it was early on, like I said, and unfortunately I was a hair too late to pick this up. And there was one of those guys that, you know, the kind of guy, like, he asked how much it was. The lady said £15, and it was boxed. It looked in good condition. It's basically a nice a nice Canon MV200i camcorder. I've tested it. It works fine. It records fine. I recorded some video onto a tape. So it records fine. The mechanism is gorgeous. Look, it's just in perfect condition. And so I'm glad that I took the chance, because I just, you know, you speak to someone, you get an idea. She was like, no, my husband's super careful, 100% this is going to be working, because I mentioned I'd bought one of these recently, and like it wasn't working as expected. So yeah, this, you know, it works absolutely gorgeous. I took a chance at 15 quid. But the thing is, before I could buy it, I had to wait for about 10 minutes because this guy, the lady tells him it's 15 quid, and he's like, he's just like pressing the buttons and he's just handling it, and you know,
Maybe
I'm
was
just
trying
but
to make up
it
his
no, it gets better,
mind.
because he's doing that for
Okay,
ages, right?
alright.
He's like, So I just stood there, and she's like, "Are you wanting that?" And I was like, "Yeah." And I want to look at the camcorder. So I just, you know,
Yeah.
she was like, "Look,
You
either
were just
buy
adding
it."
pressure
Yeah,
to
I was
him.
adding pressure because I was
Did
like,
he get
"Buy it."
flustered?
I don't know. I don't think so. No, because I'll show you why. Because he's looking at it, like literally. How
Okay.
much is there to look at? How much?
I'm not liking this story much. Go on.
How
carry
much
on.
is there to look at? Not much, right? There's you buttons, and you see it. There's no battery. You can't test it, so you know what you're gonna do. You're gonna open the screen. You're gonna close the screen. Where you're gonna click the buttons to make sure they click how you'd expect them to click.
Yeah.
And then what are you gonna do? Like that's it.
that's
So he was
about
doing
it.
that, but then his mate comes in to see him. And he's like, what do you think? And then his mate, because he's not sure about buying it, and he hands it to his mate,
Does his
who
mate
wasn't
make
in
the
the
same
queue,
sound?
and his mate is the same type of person that he is. So he starts going, like, it felt like an hour.
And do they both make the same noise?
I'm not sure if I added the noise
I
or
think
if
you added the noise.
I may have added the noise. I'm not sure if they were making the noise, but it felt like they were going, I was there for like
In your head, they were doing it.
I don't know, but I was there for an hour. It felt like, I don't know, it felt like an hour. So, you know, just anyway. So they finally put it down, and I'm like, can I buy it for 15 quid? Thank you. So I bought it, and, you know, I went, no story here now. If you slapped him back, then there is a story, says Ryan.
Oh, I nearly slapped him last night.
No quarantine for the camcorder then. You know what, Dave? I ate a burger this morning from the car boot sale. You know, that was handled. Obviously, they were wearing gloves and stuff. But, you know, just think about it. Just think about the environment. That's going to a car boot sale is like literally, I don't know, swimming in a septic tank pretty much. Okay, it's not clean. You're done, but just by going. Okay, I don't think this is gonna really increase my chances. It really don't. I just don't. I watched. You're careful to a point. What am I gonna do? You know, you go to the you go to the supermarkets. You think you're the first person that's picked up that tin of coffee, or you're the first person that's handled the pasta that you've just picked up. No, you're not. You're probably like the 30th person.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I mean? The amount of people that just touch things and grab the one behind. Think about it. Just think about it. You know, it just it's not no. Anyway, so bought it for 15. It works. And this, don't worry, I didn't pick up a lot of stuff, honey. So, yeah, chill.
No, I'm
You
pretty
chill.
chilled.
You're pretty chilled. Okay.
Yeah, I'm just sitting down.
Thanks for the
You
water.
did actually offer me a cup of coffee.
Did I? I did.
Yeah.
I did.
But that's alright.
Yeah, but
You know.
I'll get it for you later.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. So this is the MV200 working order. So for £15, £52 at auction, £72 at auction. So and there you go, buy it now, £90. So this alone has probably made the day worth it, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Wouldn't you say so? I'd say.
Tracy's super chatted.
Oh, come on.
Thank you for the super chat.
Krillin says hi. Thank you, Tracy. I'm sure it'll pop up on the screen at some point as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's a good pickup. Oh gosh, we just had a sale. Oh, he's paid for the blade thing. Okay. All right. Oh, there you go.
Krillin says hi.
Thank you. So as you can see, £90. £90 you can get for this same camcorder. Someone got £90, and I think that's a fair. I think that's a fair price. So thank you very much for the super chat, by the way, Tracy. Really appreciate it. So I'm happy, and it's complete with the remote control. Mary Peltier says, "Bingo, septic tank. Watching you handling these things, touching your face.
I know.
It's not that I'm not a brave soul. I'm just, I'm just trying to rationalize things, Mary. I'm just trying to rationalize things. The way I see it is, if you're just going to go out, if you're going to handle anything, unless you're quarantining everything that comes into your house, I don't,
It goes for the same
Yeah.
when you go shopping. And,
Yeah. Go shoot,
even
whether
just,
you're out to the
like,
shops.
simple things
Yeah.
about letters coming into your house.
Yeah,
like the
unless you're going to do
leaflets,
everything. And I know there are some people that are doing everything.
And they do.
Yeah, and I respect people that do that. Personally, I can't do it. I'm being careful as much as I can, but yeah. There we go. People like that everywhere. Dithering is rubbish. Action is your best antidote to others' indecision. Yeah, but it wasted my time. Pete's Retro Collectibles. It wasted my time waiting for them to do that. So that was the next pickup. So I was really pleased with that. And then what else did I pick up? I don't think it's a great deal. Oh, and here is a pickup that I got, which this is like my fail pickup, I suppose. And the reason why it's a failed pickup is because I suppose I just wasn't paying attention. I got too excited. I saw this action figure for sale. This is the Acklay, which is one of the monsters from Star Wars Episode 2. It's when they have some battle in like an arena type thing. So that's just what I think. So this is just one of those action figures. And I saw it, and immediately I picked it up. And I was like, how much? And the guy was like, £3, and I said 2, and he was like, go on then. And I was like, yes. I was like, literally fist pump, because I've sold this very action figure for about £30, but upon looking at it, you can see there's various faults with it. Firstly, it's meant to have claws on all its legs, and it's missing a claw on that middle leg, and it's missing a claw on that leg. Then it's missing its guts. It came with a little package of guts, it used to, and a little door to keep them in, so in his belly area. So it's missing those, and it's broken, and I paid £2 for it. I'd be lucky to get a £5 for it as it sits now. So it's a bit of that was a real fail, because it could have been a £30 sale. I've sold these for £30. So yeah, disappointing. And I made a mistake there, so I paid £2 for that.
Oh well.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Yeah. So what are people saying? What are people saying? Oh, them two clowns do it all the time. Never seen them buy anything. Oh, Jason knows who I was talking about. Okay. Yeah, Jason. It was just annoying. What was it? This is very un-PC and will be cancelled for mocking people who Oh, okay. It was just luck of the draw, really. Take the risk or not, and we all need to keep. Yeah. I'm not saying. Obviously, I'm not saying what. I'm very conscious that I would never say that what I'm doing is like, I'm not one of those people that's gonna kind of go all conspiracy theory and be like, oh, it's all fake news, it's fine, you can go out. And I'm not gonna go and start, like, you know, you see those ladies on YouTube and stuff where they're literally they're going into Walmarts and stuff and they're knocking over face masks. And I still am cautious to my comfort level, basically, you know, like, cautious to my comfort level. Bearing in mind we've got pets are disgusting, you know, the dog licks us, you know, that's what I'm saying. Sometimes we don't want him to, but he does, and he'll often lick our hands and things. That's disgusting, you know, but it happens, and that could make you sick, couldn't it? I'm just I don't know, I'm not going into it anymore anyway. And now you see why I got plenty more than him. Yeah, Jack got a lot of things. I think it was a good car boot sale. Rubbing the germs, says she said. Hi, ads dance like a monkey. Oh, my mistake. I can't play the card. Hey, Applecore, how are you? I'll give you £2 for it next time I see you. If you want, can add it to the collection, says Andrew. Oh, if you want it, Andrew, that's cool. All right, then. Shoot a Nerf gun. No, I'm not doing that. Right. Andrew's stream was about dogs licking him. Well, you know, you've got perspective. Anyway, this was a really nice pickup. So this is going to be one of the second to last pickups, and then the stream's over, and then I've got to go out walking the dog with Beck. Yeah? You alright?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
This was a nice pickup. I used to love watching the Batman animated TV series when I was a kid. It was amazing. It was one of the first animation series that I really enjoyed. It had a very Art Deco style to the buildings, to the cars, and Batman had these unbelievably broad shoulders, and the animation style was just brilliant. It was absolutely brilliant. I absolutely just loved it. And so I saw this and I was thrilled to see it was from the Batman animated series, and this is Zatanna, and she's like like a ring kind of a ringmaster type character. So she's got like her cane, and she's got like her long legs and like heels.
Andrew's saying he's got 15 of those.
What?
He can't sell them.
Really? Oh, really? Oh, I actually saw someone sell one for I paid £1 for it.
Andrew says he's paid £1 in the B&M store.
Wow, that's amazing. £1. Yeah. So like, but I've seen someone actually sell one of these on the. There you go. Look. People, you might not be selling them, but someone is selling them. They've sold theirs for £6 plus shipping. And I actually saw there's one that sold at £9 with free shipping. I'm pretty sure I've seen people sell them, and I even saw one sell for there you go £12.99 with free shipping as well. So yeah, I think that'll sell. Tenner. So yep, it's been listed for nearly a year.
Yeah.
Wow. Maybe you need to, I don't know, just end it and relist it. Oh, you can see it on the screen. Look, Zatanna Series 25. People are selling them. £12.50, £11.50. That's for two though. Someone got a tenner. So yeah, I mean they do sell. They do sell. Tenner there as well. £9. You know. So yeah, I mean I'm happy to pay £1 for an action figure like that anyway. Maybe it just needs relisting. I mean from £1 to look, this person got £12.99 on the 7th of June. On the 7th of June. Oh, the £12.99 one was you. It went for £10. Oh, okay. In April. Oh, that's a bit of a bummer. Well, hopefully someone will buy mine. I'll list it, and hopefully someone will buy mine. You know, but it's still, I think it's enough. But either way, for £1, I'd buy it for like if someone had 50 of these, I'd buy 50 of them for £1 because they're they're nice figures.
Yeah.
They're for £1, obviously, for £1. Wouldn't buy too many, we've discussed that. And then finally, the very final pickup this is more of a I've touched my face. This is more of so that was it literally. That was it. So my main real pickups were the electronics, then the camcorders and the CD players. The last thing I picked up, and this pickup was really just for the future. was I paid 50 pence each for these awful PlayStation games. Absolutely valueless games. However, as we all know, the cases are becoming more and more difficult to find in good condition. And each of these cases is crack free. The hinges are fine. They're official Sony PlayStation cases. So I'm going to start buying these whenever I see these. So 50 pence each. So I paid £2. So it's Actua Golf 2, Sydney 2000, Adidas Power Soccer, and Actua Golf. So they're all really bad games. But I don't mind because I bought them for the cases. Yeah, the games are going to go in the bin. So, you know, that's how I feel anyway. So yeah, the games are going to go in the bin. And when I need them, I will put good games in here. In actual fact, I've got a Dino Crisis game that I've listed with a broken case, so I'm going to actually take it off sale, or sorry, not take it off sale. Yeah, I'm going to change the pictures, put it in one of these good quality cases, and up the price a bit. So I really wanted those for 50 pence. I'm not going to say no to them. So that was it, really. So yeah, not very fruitful considering I was there from 6 waiting till 8 to get in. But not many items. But the camcorder, the CD player, those will be my pickups really. Other than that, if it wasn't for the camcorder, I'd be really disappointed in myself. But you win some, you lose some, and that was it. So I just wanted to kind of just share what happens, share what, you know, like what I picked up. Can't go wrong with something like that for £1. Andrew's shared his eBay link. Go buy one of these. Yeah, I'll be listing mine on my store. So I'll put the link. Hello, fine couple, says Lone Suffolk. I hope you're both enjoying life. Yes, we are. Yes. Thank you for popping in. Mr. Buys a Lot says, yeah, just dropped the meetup video with Craigslist Hunter and Dapper Tiger. Oh wow. Mr. Buys a Lot has just done a meetup video with Craigslist Hunter and Dapper Tiger. Check out Mr. Buys a Lot YouTube channel. If you don't know about Mr. Buys a Lot, he has got an insane setup. Like vast storage areas. Definitely worth checking out. Funky UK Neil says $12.99 lockdown is over. No one wants to stay indoors with their sexy action figures and play touching games anymore. Pete's Retro Collectible says, I cracked one yesterday. Main question, have we got any graphs to see? No, this is just a haul video. Yeah. Sure, people will be buying those close to Christmas, hopefully. Andy So Matt is in the chat as well, apparently, so hi. Always good to have spare cases, says Lucy. Yes, I'm always about picking up those spare cases. So yeah. Okay, well, gosh, let me just, we're still on the wrong screen then.
It's all right,
we've been advertising Andrew's shop there. Don't forget to undercut Andrew in the price. Yeah, I will do. Everyone undercuts. Yeah, so thank you. BCP has just shared Mr. Buys a Lot's channel. So we're going to nip out now and do our dog walk. Thank you for joining. I just fancied sharing it because it's the first one I've done, first car boot proper that I've done. Yeah. I did go last week, but that was pointless. It was grey and wet and horrible, but car boots seem to be in full swing this weekend. So yeah, I'm looking forward to nipping out tomorrow and seeing if there's anything else I can pick up. But yeah, I'm going to get this stuff listed. I'm glad I've already tested the camcorder as well, so that's going to go straight on and hopefully we'll do well with it. Thank you for popping in, saying hi, and thanks for the super chats, and we're off, so have a good evening. Bye. Hold on. There you go.